Okay, where was I? Let's see here. Trying to log into my AMG Authorize from my React account from my Ultimate Neighborhood Ladder. Ultimate Neighborhood Ladder or Ultimate Community Ladder, whatever it is I decided to call it today. It is Community Ladder because I feel like it's better than Ultimate Neighborhood Ladder. As a ladder app, it's meant to be like competitive ladders. You know, you can compete at various games, sports, whatever, and you move up a ladder against other people playing that same sport within your community. Anybody who's willing to compete against you, you have to play them. You have to actually get into a game with them. So it's kind of the idea is that it'll allow you to get more people in, maybe go play with other people. It'll get you to set up game nights with various other players, and hopefully you can get more gaming going, right? So you both on your athletics and some tennis. And you can do pickleball, you can do bowling, you can do whatever you want. It's just a ladder where you go and say, hey, we're gonna play. And I'm going to set it up, have all those sports in it. I'm going to set up the conditions for moving up in various games. And then you would report your scores. And once you report your scores and mark who wins, you'll adjust in the ladder according to how far behind you are in the ladder in that local sport. Now, ideally, you can get that ladder going against anybody, anywhere, anytime. You can just say, hey, buddy, you want to go bowl? I'm up for competition. Let's meet at such and such bowling alley. And we go play. And you go play whatever, or pickleball, or whatever. Just like there's been tennis ladders around that do some of the same things. You just have to figure out time and place to schedule them so that you can actually get a chance to play. Board games even. Board games are a little trickier. You might have to use Meetup or some other trick or means to actually find your opponents. But all of them have direct competition context. Be challenging, of course, to play some games. But hey, we'll worry on that stuff later. Let's get the stupid thing up and running first. So yesterday I was trying to actually test my my login. I got the login working, or I actually got the login page set up. So let's go ahead and go run this. And we'll try to get this running. I should probably start up the authorize as well. We will attempt to get this going. Now this is the API, the authorization API that I'm using. I created this app. This is Swagger's, the UI for it. You can see I have the login, the weather forecast. This is all set up. It already works. I know it. I tried it. It uses a bearer token. This is a Blazor or C# web API that uses bearer tokens. Now I'm trying to see if I can implement that into my app. So we will see. Now, I have been using a little bit of ChatGPT, but as you can see, things don't always show up. Keeping things is tricky, so I end up having to ask the same questions over and over because ChatGPT loses it. I haven't figured out the trick to saving responses from ChatGPT. It's not like you can just say save, right? I mean, you have a couple of little like what'd you do last time kind of scenarios. And it only saves a couple of them, right? Because like I have asked way more questions than 6 or 7 or 10 or whatever these are, and you don't get the exact same response. I mean, textually speaking, it could vary. So figuring out how to save, I haven't gotten to that part yet. But I mean, you can. I mean, why would you? What is this? Connect to Google Drive, connect to Microsoft OneDrive, upload from computer. What are you uploading? What are you connecting to? I mean, what is this for? What is the... Yeah, I don't know what that's for. Interesting. Anyway, it's irrelevant. Irrelevant. Let's get to it. Let's open up my community ladder. Shushing. Shushing. Okay, well, let's see. Where did my app go? Is it here? Nope. Alright, well, we'll just go like this and we'll just open it up afresh. All right, so as you can see, I've got my login page here. It's basically got a check that says, hey, if you are logged in, puts a name up here, which assuming I don't know if that'll work until it's actually doing it, but if I click here now, it should take me over to my login. Well, supposed to. Of course, I was messing with it yesterday, so maybe I broke it. Oh, there it is. The blow up. Cannot access email before initialization. What? See, okay, so this was me at my last state. Let's see. Login, email, password is AMG authorize. Okay, so that's not going to work. All right, so I did actually start this. If you watched yesterday's video at the end, you would see where this is plugged. I mean, what this is, because this is exactly where I was in testing yesterday. So when I have the authorization, we have AMG authorize, use password. That's this. This is me trying to get this because we cannot go in here and say, we can't put it in the event. So I wanted to put it in the handle login event, which didn't work. So now I've got to figure out how to call my hook. How do I call my hook? Let's see what I'm giving chat. I gotta respond to this guy. This is a friend of mine. He's got he referred me for some jobs. I guess. Oops. That's not gonna work. Don't want that. Got to reply to this because he's doing me a favor, so I should probably give him some thanks. You know, I don't even know. I mean, you know, like there's a lot of C and C++ positions out there. And I don't know either one of them, but I don't even know the difference between C++ and C. I mean, is C like, what is C? I know what C++ is. I have no idea what C is. I know C sharp. That's what I know. But I don't know C++ or C. Okay, anyway. I've been applying for some positions. This person works over at Meta, and I'd, be, I gladly will work for them, but a lot of these companies are really hard to get into, um, especially at that tech level, because you have to know really well, really good tech. You have to have really good tech skills in certain areas, and I'm really good in some areas, but they don't necessarily line up with the stuff they want. So I'm kind of like, these are my 5 really good skills. These are their 5, and I kind of overlap a couple of them. So it's like, yeah, you know, 3/4 of the way on one and halfway on another, and I've seen these other ones, or I've touched on these other ones, um, but that's all I can say right now. So yeah, it's not great, but hey, man, I've got somebody who's willing to reference me in on these positions. I just It's hard finding work these days. I tell you, everybody's laying off almost as much as people are hiring. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But I mean, even the economy, right? Stocks aren't doing that great. You know, it's been kind of a challenge for sure. All right, so let's see, where was I? Okay, so we're trying to go see if ChatGPT could give me an answer to my problem. So I have this, reference cannot email before initialization. We're hitting this, use AMG authorize. I'm obviously not calling my hook correctly. That's the obvious part of this. We'll say how to call custom hook in Next.js upon form submit event. Let's see if there's a way. Let's see if there's a trick here. I got my custom hook. Handle form submit. In your component, create a form with an on submit event handler. Yeah. Use state if necessary. If your custom hook requires input from the form, make sure to manage the form state appropriately. Example implementation. Let's create a custom hook called on submit data, or use submit data. Okay. Yeah. Using the custom hook in a component. Here we go. Now let's use the use submit data hook in form component. So here's what it's doing, because you can't put it in the handle change, which he's not. He again. I've in my mind, apparently I've decided that ChatGPT is a guy. I know. It's if it's not, you know, they're gender neutral, non-binary. Actually, they're very binary, right? I mean, that Chat GPT is as binary as it gets. It's like there is no non-binary option there. It's so it's either male or female. It's binary. It's it's both is what it is, right? It's everything, male, female. You call it whatever you want because it is. It is what it is. What it is. It's not neither. It's both. Um, and since it doesn't have the usual physical features of either, let it have what it wants, man. I say male. I'm going with male. Okay, so he, ChatGPT. Uh, Now let's use the use submit data hook in a form component, which is what I'm doing here. Let's see. Got form. We got on submit. It's the same thing. Handle submit, or in this case, handle login. We've got what I'm gonna see how close we get here. We got handle login or handle submit up here. We got prevent submit data, form data. All right, so he's doing this extra thing. Call the custom hook upon form submission. But you cannot. You can't put it in an event. But that's not what it's doing, right? Because oh. Oh, is this like another event? Like you're eventing? Eventing? Let's create a hook called useSubmit data that handles the form submission. So if I go back over to my login, all right, I'm trying to see how this works because it's using use state here, and I don't think I can call use state twice, right? So I'm gonna, or can I use state more than once inside the same component? Is submitting, set is submitting. I don't know, because this one up here I'm using set use state, but to hold the token, set token. Can I do use state twice? I don't know. I'm going to take this. I'm going to try this. I am going to change the words because I think it should. I don't think I can do this, but is login set is login. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try because I'm determined to try something. Then we have, he's doing this, or I don't even care what this stuff is because this is not my, I mean, I have my try is where all of my action is, right? This is my login action. So I'm going to just do this. But that's basically it. Log in. Yeah, that's, I don't even have to say anything else because it's async email. So I'm basically doing this. So my login is the submit data part. So all of this is this. But now what I need is to make sure that I'm making the same call Result equals await response, JSON console log success. Finally, I should have a finally on here because I want the same kind of response. We'll go, oops, nope, we'll say finally. Set is login false. Okay, so we're gonna go at the top of my thing here. We're gonna say true. Using password. Got this. We're gonna go set is login true. Now, is there anything here where this is referenced that I need to worry about it? No. Okay, so we're good. We're gonna go is set is login. We're gonna do all of our stuff. We're gonna response, add in, do all my thingamabobbers at the end of this. We'll say result, response, JSON, success, blah, 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 blah. Finally set is login false. So we're gonna go back to false. And again, I don't think this is gonna work because I'm using use state twice. I'm pretty sure it's gonna choke on that. But maybe you can. I mean, maybe you can use it more than once. But, all right, so let's go back to my page here. And then we're going to go over here and using the custom hook, got to make sure I get the same bits in place. So we got the handle login, constant name values, eTarget. It's event, blah, 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 constant name value equals e.target. So we're going to set so I got a button here, button type submit disabled equals is submitting. Oh, okay. Oh, let's do that. Okay. So we're going to go here, we're going to go type button, we'll go disabled equals do I even have, did I put my thing on here? I did not put my thing on here. I don't have it, but we're going to say is login. I'm pretty sure that's what I called it, right? Is login. I called it is login. Yep. All right. So I'll go back to here. All right. So we got is login. We're going to go exist user token, constant exist user token. I don't want to break anything that already exists. All right, so the goal here is don't break anything. Don't break what already works. But I will do something to call my, because this is getting use submit data. So this is going to be a constant. And on their page, so I'm going to be use AMG authorize, which is what my function is called, as is their function, right? Because we got home use submit data is the name of the function use submit data. So I'm all right, AMG authorized. We're good with that, but we will go here and we're going to go constant. We're going to do the same thing. Let's see what happens if I change this to submit data and is submitting. Is this like my code? So it'd be like, all right, is submit data. Let's go back over here. Let's go back up here and look at is submit data. Because they got this use state and they're doing is submitting and set is submitting. And I think it's submit data and is submitting, right? That's the data that we're taking in, right? And then we're down here. Submit data takes form data, which is what I want. Form data is what I'm going to be passing in to the submit data, which is my call, which is going to be let's see, login. So instead of so basically I should be doing something like they got submit data here, and submit data is not on this page. It's just called submit data, and I'm not sure where they're getting. I do have use A and B authorize up here as well, right? Oh no, on the wrong page. Yeah, use A and B authorize, so we're good with that. And I really got to change the name of that. I got to fix the whole reference. But so they have set form data. It must just be because it's from that. So set, or not set form data, submit data. So I'm going to call this login. I'm going to go here to the handle login, and I'm going to call this login user. No, it's login. Damn it. That doesn't work. What do I call it here? It is login. You know what? I'm going to call this something more. Let's call it login user. Just feel like it's because he's not logged in, and I don't want to. I want it to be login. Might be kind of a what do you call it? Common term, whatever you call it, system term. There it is, login user. So login user should be form data. Can I do that? I mean, I can do that. I'm just saying I don't think my app is currently going to. Oh, yeah, let's just do it like they did. Now it's a they. He was a guy a second ago. Now it's a they. I'm passing on it's a they. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place. I don't know what to call him. What is this? Why is it scratched out? Name is deprecated. The declaration was marked as deprecated. Deprecated? So what's that mean? I don't need to do name anymore? Okay, well, let's just leave it off for the minute. Let's see what happens. So we got to go over to my login. So I have login, email, and password. I just wanted to pass email and password, which was what it's going to do. But See, where's my input? I mean, you probably could just log it. Now, the way it's doing it here is it just takes data and then it goes down here, and instead it's blah, 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 the JSON data. It's still just data there. Stringifying the data. See, it's got email, password, blah, blah, blah. I would just be stringifying the data, which could work, but I don't know how is two-factor authentication going to work. I mean, I think I could probably just pass in the values I want, right? I mean, I could do data, but what if I just pass in the values I want? I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do this thing. I mean, you could do it that way, but I'm gonna try doing it. Type. What happens if I just put So they're doing it generically. See, they're not even calling the fields. The fields on this one are, you know, email and name, but they're not doing email and name. They got name and email. And value, format data.name, format data.email, or form data. So then they're passing form data. So they're creating a form object. I'm not really doing that. I'm just setting, I'm passing it in differently. eTarget.value. What if I go, what if I want to pass it in as not looking at the form data, but what if I just say what is set email, use email. Oh, they are using state twice. Okay. If I just say email, comma, password. Can I just do that? Because I have them set up here, right? A constants, and then I got set, which is going to allow these to set it, and that's what it's going to do. And then I'm going to just pass them in here, right? Maybe, kind of, sort of. Okay, so we got, oh yeah, and this is supposed to be whatever I put in there, which was submit data and is submitting. So it's going to be is login. I don't remember. Is login? I gotta remember all the stuff I typed. Okay, so okay, so we got is login, yeah, is login, because that's is submitting. We got is login. Okay. So they basically did this in a different approach. They did this. You taking off, good? Have fun. Love you too. Okay, so Got is submit data. Form data, use state. So it's doing it different here. So I'm trying to compress the way it's doing it with the way I'm doing it, and it's a little weird. But I think I'm kind of on the right track, I hope. Okay, so if I did this correctly, I've got it calling, I got email password, it's going to do the login. Okay, use AMG authorize, which is the same as use submit data, which we got is submitting, which is login. Set is login, use state false, which is what we have here, false. So we're going to go here, we're going to go set is true, we're going to go login. Okay, so we got basically the same stuff there. Now I'm on a page, which obviously has a syntax problem because it's crying. Cry baby. I have login user, which is the name of my page here, where I'm doing login user. So that's going to go here. Now we are at login user. We're going to pass in the email and the password, which is what login user wants, right? Email, password. So overall, what am I missing? Something it doesn't like. Something it doesn't like. So we're going to have login. All right, what is the on submit here? Submit, disable, is submitting. Oh, okay. So we're going to be on, where's the on click though? There is no on click. They don't do an on click. Okay. So if there's no click, we'll take that out for now. And then we're going to just take this bit. We're going to go like that. Logging in. Okay. And it's not is submitting, it's is login. And I have a break up here because I have a thing. What is my submit? What is submit data on here? Submit data is this. Oh, okay. So mine is login user. So we can go here and we'll say login. Oops. Login user. Hey, my page turned green. It's not red anymore. Okay, so we are kind of, sort of, in a way, kind of close. Let's see. So if I got use AMG authorize, they don't pass data here. Maybe I don't need to put email and password on my AMG authorize. Let's take this off. And then I will go over to my login page and take it off of here because apparently I don't need it because it's on my user login, which has it. So okay. What are we looking at, man? What's the current state of things? Next router was not mounted. Ooh. What do you mean next router is not mounted? I'm not even sure. What am I using router for? Router. Do I even call router? I mean, I have a router. return data token. Yeah, I'm not totally sure I need the router. Why do I would think I was going to use that to redirect. I don't know if I'm going to be redirecting from this. I don't think I'm going to be redirecting from this, to be honest. Huh? Login user is login. Okay, so I'm obviously not doing something. So I thought I had it defined because I have it right there, right? So login user is right there. Async, email, user password. But it cannot destructure property login user of blah 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 AMG authorize. So what am I doing wrong? What are you showing me, ChatGPT, that I missed? Okay, so we have, because I basically did the exact same thing. I've got login user, which is a constant, async data, I'm doing email password, but and then it goes through, creates all of the what I'm going to do's. I don't have this correct. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down here, like the way they have, or the way he has it. He has it. The way ChatGPT has it. Return. We're gonna say submit data login user and is login. Okay, so we're going to do that because submit data on here is where my login would be, and that's what I'm going to do. Login user is login. Okay, and then I'm going to take this return off because I don't think that's actually, I'm not going to worry about returning the token right now. I don't think I don't have any use for the token. I'm not even sure why I'm passing it back, because once I've logged in, I'm checking to see if I'm logged in, and I just check to see if my local storage has the token. That's really all I'm checking for. And then I'll just have to do a refresh or do whatever to validate it at each given point. But right now, I just want to say, do I have a token? If I have a token, I must be logged in. And I could pull information from said token if I want to pull from that local storage. I'll add that to it, and then I'll know it's not only the token, but I have the username and password of that token. That's the goal. Now, in theory, I should also check the token, right? Refresh it, make sure it's a correct token for that user. But first things first. Just having a token is great, but having a correct token is probably better. Okay. Is the sun going to come out? It's a hot day. It's in the 80s, but it's not really sunny. Okay. Use submit data. All right, let's see. Where am I at? How's things looking? Do I have everything's green still? So that's good. And something's over here doing something. Let's go back to my home page. And then we'll be here, and then we'll log in. Alright, so we still have the same problem. Login user is undefined. Alright, well, we still got a problem. What am I doing wrong, ChatGPT? Because We are not. What is missing? What is different between mine? I wonder if I have to get rid of, let's get rid of this state token. I don't, like I said, I don't think I need it, to be honest. Maybe at some point I'll need it, but I can pull it from local storage. Let's see if that's tripping things up. So we got is login, which is basically the same thing as is submitting. Set is login, same thing. Use state, false, good. Use AMG authorize, export function, we're all the same. We got use state, which is probably don't even need. No, I probably do because I need the state function method. Set is login true. We're gonna have same thing. I'm doing the exact same thing. Submit our login user equals async. Blah blah blah. Set is submitting true. Same thing. Set is login true. And we're going to go all the way down here, which is just doing the work of the login. And then we're going to go await response, JSON, blah, blah, blah. And then I have the finally, which is down here, set as login false, and then login. I don't know. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, if this is the correct format of the call, how come it's not working? Okay, so ChatGPT, you are wrong. but before I totally write you off, let's go back to this page and go look at the setup using the custom hook. I've got the call to my data, use AMG authorize, which we are doing. We've got the login page, which in this case they're using home, but login user is login. That's the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. I call method and the is login and use AMG authorize, which I'm doing. Their method doesn't have any parameters going in, no. So we're basically the same, except the only difference is it's passing form data here, and I'm passing in actual values of the form. But it's not blowing up on my calls here. It's blowing up here somewhere. It's blowing up on this line for me. See, it's just like it doesn't like my login user. It doesn't like this call. All right, so let's try something else. Let's try a reset. Sometimes things just don't compile after it's broken, and you have to refresh. Why is that? Validating runtime dependent. Yeah, go away. Turn off info and warning notifications. Why is this on here? Go away. So it's been validating since the beginning of time here. I don't know how long it's going to go. Huh. It's annoying. Ready in 3.9. Oh, it's ready. Ready in 3.9 seconds. I mean, it could be the same error. Yeah, it's the same error. Cannot destructure property. All right. Let's just go give ChatGPT a chance to solve this for me. ChatGPT.com. going to go here. We're going to type this in. Let's see how smart ChatGPT is about figuring this out. Oops, wrong one. All right, let's see. Home. I am getting this error. On this line of code. What am I doing wrong? Okay, that's what it's doing. So let's go over to my login page. So I have it returning login user and is login. Okay, so it's happy about that. Login user and is login. So it is returning those. If use AMG authorized depends on some conditions or arguments, make sure that the conditions are met or that the arguments are correctly passed when using the hook. As a temporary measure, you can add a fallback value when destructuring to prevent the application from breaking. This will prevent the error, but it's better to find out why it's returning undefined in the first place. Oh, interesting. Well, pretty sure I am doing that, but I will go look. Page. I say I am use AMG authorized, which I've really got to change the name. It's driving me bonkers. I should just change the name now, right? It's not login. I mean, if all this is use AMG function, use AMG authorized, I'm probably just going to change the name. Rename. Use AMG authorized. I know it's not good, but there we go. It just feels better to have that. Updated to correctly. Now it's actually referencing API auth use AMG authorized. Okay, so we're calling that. Still doesn't fix the problem. Is login. Why? I am returning those items. I don't know why this would matter, but let's do export. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, I see the problem here. I see it. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. I thought I get it. No, I don't get it. Voila! Nope. No walls. No laws. No wallas. Hmm. Hmm. What is going on, folks? Alright, so I gotta take this back out. That didn't do nothing. That's only if it was like a constant, but why? Set is login. Set is submitting. Is submitting. Is login. Use state. False. Async. Email password. Login user. Now, I would think if I had a oh, nope, not O. Dang it. Oh wait, let's put this on there. Think that could be it? Is it a simple semicolon problem? A simple, I missed a semicolon? That would be weird. That didn't do anything. It does not like my login user. For whatever reason, cannot destructure property login user, but it's right there. Is there something wrong with my login user property? Maybe it's because it's the wrong format of email and password. I mean, it just uses data, right? And I passed in async email password. It might not like my two things. As it is undefined. It's not even complaining that there's something wrong with it. It just says it doesn't exist. Equals async blah 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 blah. Set is main true. Huh. Am I missing something? Well, this, oh, wonder if this is the problem. This is inside. It's not supposed to be inside. This is not supposed to be inside of that. It's supposed to be out here. I think that might be my problem. Aha! Look, there it was. That was it. I put my return values in the wrong spot. Me. Shame on me. All right, let's try this. Let's actually try and make this work. So we're going to go and put in my fake email, which I can never remember. I mean, I can remember, but I don't. choose to save that brain space. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to do. It could just blow up, but something's going to happen. Did it do anything? Did it click? Did it go anywhere? Kind of half expected something. Login error. Two-factor code is not defined. Hey, well, that's good. That means it tried something. But what I should probably do So how do I pass just email and password if I don't want to use two-factor code? Can I just go like, what'll happen? Pretty sure it's not going to work. What if I do all right, let's do this. For now, I'm gonna dummy them. We're gonna go constant. We're gonna go two-factor code equals constant two-factor recovery code equals. All right. Nope, it's not right because I spelled two wrong. All right, let's try it again. And let's see what happens. amgamer@romerofamily.com, and we'll put in my handy dandy password. Still got an error. Okay, so we got access to fetch at blah 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 from origin has been blocked by CORS policy. Response to pre-flight request doesn't pass access control check. No access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. If an opaque, we're close. Something's happening. Something's working. We've actually called out to my login, which is fantastic. It's doing something. I just need to get my CORS set up. I gotta allow CORS or whatever I need to do. Let's see here. No access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. If an opaque response serves your needs, set the request's mode to no CORS to fetch the resource with CORS disabled. I do like CORS though. I like the identification of where it's coming from. You know, it's safer that way. But let's see here. But that means I actually made the call to my database. Can you believe it? Things are coming together. CORS on the server side. Ensure the server allows CORS. The server you are trying to access must be configured to include the access control allow origin header in its responses. The header response which set CORS headers. If you have control over the server, you can configure CORS settings to allow requests from your domain. Okay. For example, in a Node.js Express server, you can use CORS middleware. In a .NET Core API, you can configure CORS in the startup.cs. I don't think I have a startup.cs, but let's go over here and look and see what I have. I have program.cs. So this is not the same. Okay. Let's see. How to enable CORS in .NET 8 Web API. .NET, the CORS middleware should already be included. However, if you're using a different setup or old version, you might need to install. Okay, configure CORS in program.cs. All right, let's go over here. We have program.cs. Let's see, builder, web application.create builder. Mm-hmm. Builder.services.add cores. I just got to make sure I don't already have that. Builder.services. Nope, I do not. Builder.services.add cores. Cores. There it is. Allow specific origin. All right, so for now, we're going to allow my local host, right? So that'd probably be the most logical answer. We were going to say add policy, our options, and we're going to stick that right in here. We're going to go options equals, we're going to go here and put a curly bracket, put that down here, and I'm going to paste that in there. Okay, and that's going to have a semicolon at the end. All right, so my front end domain in this case is just going to be localhost something 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 mix something something, which localhost 3000, because that's what's calling. Now the thing is, it says allowed origins. Can I just keep putting commas? Is that how that would work? So if I wanted to add other things, I could allow it. But let's see what happens. Is that already running? Oh, I gotta do a hot start. Maybe. I don't know what that's, if that works or not, but it's let's try it. No. Access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource if an opaque Well, I said allow any header. That should be good enough, right? Let's go ahead and stop this and see if a restart will do it. Because it says allow any header, so I shouldn't have to say access control allow origin, right? I mean, any header should be any header. I'm not trying to be picky here. Nope, still not working. If an open doesn't pass access control check. No access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. Login error, type error, failed to fetch, login user, handle login, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're still having a problem with, we're basically being denied access. That's what it's coming down to. Oh, okay. Well, I short-circuited my plan here. I gotta actually put the rest of it in there. I should probably do this. And we'll just stick it somewhere. Use authorization. Let's do this. All right. Now I have the is development thing there too. Actually, they put this ahead of is development, so let's go ahead and put that up there. I don't know what that was, but I was getting a call that quickly canceled. All right, so let's try that again. So I put it in the builder, but didn't put it in the app. The app didn't know what to do. Let's see what that does. Okay, that still didn't work. Now what am I missing? All right, so I got in the add controllers, builder services, add controllers. I don't even know what that is. Oh wait, did I do an add controllers? I did. It's way up here though. I mean, I can't imagine I need to do that after. Why would this matter where this appears? Add controllers. I mean, it's on there. It's add controllers. They've been added. So we got builder.build, which we have here. And then we have app.useCores, which we have here. And we are using allow specific origin, which we have here. Okay. Which is going to allow that part, specify the allowed origins. And then we're going to go down here, we're going to say app.use allow specific origin. And then we're going to go use HTTP redirection, use authorization, which is down here, app map controllers, and app.run. I did everything that says. Specifies the origin that is allowed to make requests. Replace HTTP frontend with your actual frontend URL. You can have multiple origins by providing there's a comma separated list. Allows any headers, allows any HTTP methods, get, post, put, delete, etc. Applies the course policy to your API. Alright, well let's stop and start again. Let's see if the hot swap didn't work. If you want to apply course specific controllers or actions, you can use the enable cores. Once configured, you can test the course setup by making requests from your front-end application to ensure that the browser no longer is blocking the request. By following the steps, you should be able to successfully. Alright, let's see here. What is the how to make localhost 3000 a allowed by cores? Yeah, see, that's exactly what I did. HTTP localhost 3000. He actually gave it the name localhost 3000. Oh, you're so sneaky. You're so smart. So yeah, it's HTTP localhost 3000. That's exactly what I put in there. Except I did put an extra bar here. I wonder if that's the problem, or a problem. I mean, it could be, I suppose. I don't think that's it, but who knows. Nope, still doesn't like it. I am not getting past this. From origin, HTTP localhost 3000 has been blocked. Access fetch at 7195 from origin has been blocked. Huh. I don't want to disable course. I want this to work. But I have it set to allow any headers, allow any method. From origin, localhost 3000. That's what I'm doing. All right, well, we'll stop here. I'm gonna restart it one more time. It's gonna load it back up. It's kind of interesting though, because I can make a call from it. I can use HTTP here, and oh, that's AMG authorized, but I can do it within my app, and it works fine. So we are local source. Oh, something new. It worked that time. I mean, granted, still things are breaking, but we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into working. We actually made the call. Yay! And now we have a redirect that blew up because it was supposed to send me back to somewhere else. Hey, we're getting close. I'm going to go stop now. Take a lunch and take a quick break. And then, yeah, we're getting through this. And we've actually made it through. In fact, we have a user token that's not null because that's how I ended up at this redirect page. I obviously have a bad redirect on that, and that's not going to be a big fix. I think I'll have no trouble redirecting, but hey, let's, yeah, excited. All right, stop streaming here. When I get back